Hello, and welcome back to Let's Get the Neighbors Talking. I'm Courtney.
I'm Lauren.
We are from Moon and Stone. We sell
Crystals.
magic rocks. Energy, love, passion.
Yes, all of that, all wrapped into one.
I know.
And now we have a podcast.
We like doing all the things.
Yes.
That's the thing. We have an idea, and here at HQ, when you have an idea, what is there? None.
There's no red tape.
No red tape.
What did I say? It's like Cinderella and when the dad takes away all the spindles.
Yeah.
There's none.
There's none. Lauren has an idea in the morning. She's like, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
That's how we got here to a podcast. And actually, that's how we ended up with Moon and Stone to begin with.
True. Yep.
Lauren sent me a note and she said, hey, I got an idea.
I sent you a business plan.
A business plan. Yes, it was. It was
how
a manifest.
That's how I roll. No, I manifested and then I sent an actual business plan.
You did. It was your Jerry Maguire moment,
I
like to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You complete me, Lauren.
You've had me at hello, Courtney, in a non-romantic way. Okay? How about that?
Okay, fine. So today's topic, you guys, we are going to talk about Mother's Day.
Yeah. And being moms. You know, this is the podcast for me is interesting. I don't really like to talk about myself and like my opinions, beliefs.
I know. What are you afraid of?
Judgment.
Well, that's a mom thing. So we'll dive. Why don't we go there?
Oh, okay. Well, I get judged every day by my teenagers, but.
So are you afraid of getting judged by?
Oh, here we go. This is what I don't want to do.
Are you afraid of getting judged by your own family and people or other strangers?
I would say peers.
Peers.
Yeah.
Comrades. Okay. So, acquaintances?
Yeah.
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 I would say, and like, my parenting, this is also a very hard word for me to say, parenting, whatever. My style of being a mom, like, I don't know, I just feel like that's a really personal thing.
Well, we have a podcast, so you threw that out the window when you agreed to get on here with me.
The podcast was not my idea.
It was my idea, and you agreed to it, so you're sitting here. So you're going to dive into that.
Okay.
Okay, so judgment is tough for just about every mother out there. And those people who you're afraid of being judged by
they feel the same.
Also terrified of being judged by other moms, okay?
Except that they're smart and they're not on a podcast.
But they're hiding.
Wait, but how about, did you ever think about Kristen Cavallari and like all the shit she talks on her podcast?
Yeah, I think about it every day.
Right? Guys,
I think of every time we get on.
Love her.
She just lets it roll.
She does. She's.
So let's embrace that. Let's let it roll for all the moms out there who are sitting there feeling judged.
Okay.
I mean, what is that about? What we gotta raise each other up, not judge each other.
I mean, I don't know if people are actually judging me. I actually don't think so.
Well, there you go.
But I'm just saying that this is why I don't like doing this.
Are you sweating?
Yes, my hands are sweaty. So what are we talking about other than my fear of judgment?
Well, I just think that plays into being a parent, being a mom, actually, specifically. I don't know about being a dad. That's not my jam.
No.
But being a mom, there is so much pressure and so many expectations that I think go into being a mom.
I got it all. This all just came to me. You know how I'm obsessed with Lemurian right now? Like obsessed. Lemurian's a crystal. It's a Lemurian Quartz. And it helps a ton with trust. And I think that the fear of judgment comes from the lack of trust, Courtney.
So, I mean, that's totally true. What are you not trusting?
So I now know and feel very comfortable trusting my own path.
Okay.
I have a very hard time trusting my kid's path.
Yeah, but that's a different topic.
Well,
I mean, that's a topic of being a mom, but how are you feeling judged? Are your kids judging you?
Yeah, they're judging me because I'm afraid. Well, no, now I moved on to something else.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Been around here.
Yeah.
Mothers are multitaskers, so we should.
Yes. Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So, okay, you have to trust your kid's path. There's no other way. Otherwise, they won't get to experience all the amazing, like, ups and downs of life, which actually just is the beauty of being a human.
Yeah, I don't like to see them get hurt, though.
Nobody likes to see them get hurt. But out of great pain comes a rising.
Yeah.
And a learning and an evolution.
And I am cool with that for myself.
Yeah.
For them, though, I would prefer they just have the rising.
Just the rising.
Just rise. I know. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on.
So the funny thing to me is you were never like this as a parent of young children.
No, never.
You let your kids fall down the stairs.
I was like, you're fine.
I mean, you let them pretty much like eat, and you weren't a wacko over parenter.
No.
Is a parent of young children.
No, I would like to make them dinner that I knew they wouldn't like, just to like assert my dominance on them.
Okay, but now they're teens.
Yeah.
And what the fuck happened?
I don't know. I think that what happened is that I see a lot of like, emotions and highs and lows that I just want to make sure my home is always comfortable. Mm-hmm. It's always safe, but that they always feel like comfy and cozy, and that they can just like, hey, like, Mom, can I do this? Yeah, sure. Can we do this? Yeah, sure. Like, I just want... There is so much like life lessons.
Yeah.
We talked about this the other day, that like life provides so many lessons. Like, I don't need to be like doing that tenfold also.
Yeah.
I mean, I still need to guide, obviously, and
keep them safe.
Right. And like
danger.
Rights and wrongs, and clearly, but like life does throw so many lessons.
Right. And I think that's a fantastic way to look at parenting. You want to be a place of, and that you want to be a place of peace and an exhale for your child. You don't want to add on to the stress that is also already out there in the world for them, especially as teenagers.
Yeah.
You don't want to add to that.
Yeah.
And you want their have a safe place at home.
Yeah. What do you like better? Did you like the younger years? The teen years? What do you? We should say, okay, so Court has kids ages almost 17, 14, and 10. Mm-hmm. Mine are 15, 14, and 11.
Yeah, I think that I'm loving this part right now.
Yes.
I like where I am right now.
Same.
I did love having little kids. It was super fun to do. I did all the things. I did not work, so I was home doing all of the school stuff. I was home with gymnastics classes and Mommy and Me, and I am just did it all. However, I'm not so sure that I enjoyed it all, unfortunately. I think that there was a lot of stress. I think I felt a lot of pressure. And I think I felt judgment then. I actually don't think I feel judgment now.
Well, you really let all fucks go to the wind. So I'm not surprised by that.
Correct. So I think now I feel fine. Back then, like how much screen time does your kids have? Do they watch TV? Don't let them watch TV. Did they eat? They need to have fruit and vegetable with every meal. Like, you need to make organic food, and you need to grind the food. And did you make homemade baby food? And are they reading yet? And do they know their colors? Like, that shit stressed me out.
See, we were, and it's just funny because always we're complete opposites. Like, we are complete opposites, right? Like, none of that shit stressed me out. Like, I didn't breastfeed. I didn't want to. See, yes. I didn't want to. And so I never did. I didn't do it for all three of my kids. And you want to know what? Let me tell you something. Breastfeeding is fantastic if that's for you. If it's not for you, then that's also fantastic. But my little guy, he's 11. He went on to antibiotics for the first time 6 months ago in his entire life. My kids are very healthy.
They are.
But it's funny, like, I didn't give and I guess, like, I don't know. This is something that I'm just working on.
It's something we actually haven't really talked about this. I like that this came up.
This is great.
Because I think we're going to hit two different audiences here. I think there are some of you guys out there who have teens. There's some of you who have little babies and are feeling that pressure of other parents and expectations that get put on you from, really, people are judgy. You know what? I'm wrong. I said nobody was judging you. I bet they are. Sorry. There are judgy people out there.
I know, and there's no way around that.
But they also are insecure people. So I think the people who are judging you do have fear of their own judgment being put on them. And they have control issues.
Right. And that I would also like to say that we are not like saints.
No, I make mistakes every day in parenting.
Right. No, but I'm saying also too, like, I'm sure there's times where we pass judgment on people.
Correct.
You know what I mean? I will have to say, like, being in this industry and really trying to lift people up, seriously, like, that is our passion, and like putting our best energy out there. It is more noticeable to me, like, if a judging thing like crosses my mind or comes in, like, I definitely recognize it and stop it quicker. But like, that still happens for us too.
Yeah, you're human.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have expectations for other people. You're also gonna have comparison, right? So then that comparing mind comes in, and it is torture for mothers. Torture.
Comparison is one of the lowest vibrations.
Really?
Yeah. Comparison, envy, jealousy, all of that is such a low, like, vibe.
And
comparison's the worst.
It's the worst.
Yeah. I think that's why I also feel bad for teenagers too. With social media and everything out there, like, the comparison that they are constantly going through with, like, sports and social and academics and everything, like, it's like so in your face all the time.
They are subjected to a lot of their own self-criticism.
Yeah.
And that's actually the worst part, right? When you start self-judgment and you start bringing yourself down in comparison to other people. But I like to think about it. This is the age of social media. They are going to have to deal with this.
Yeah.
We can't take that away. Like, my kids are teenagers. They're not erasing Instagram. TikTok, not going away.
I wish it was really nice when it did go away for those 12 hours. Not for all those creators out there, though.
Yeah. I just don't, that's not the age we're living in. So how do you build people up from the inside out? How do you be a parent that loves all of them?
Oh, wait, what was that book? The Anxious Generation? Neither one of us would read it because I was like, I don't want to know what that has done to my children. That will make me very anxious.
Correct. I listened to a podcast on what it was about. That was enough for me.
I should chat GPT it. Just get like the cliff notes. No, I still don't even want that.
But why now?
Yeah, no.
And actually, that's what the book said. They said our generation with our kids' ages right now, it's over.
Too late.
Too late.
Yeah.
Too late. But that's why being the kind of mother that they can come to with anything, good,
too
bad,
much.
Too much for Lauren. My kids are pretty mute. If you provide that safe space where, like, I love all of you, I love the clips you erased. Do you know what I mean? I love the mess ups. I love all of that. If we can continue to love people for being messy, like, to just stop the perfectionism and love our kids for being messy, for making mistakes, and for falling on their face, and love each other for that too, is moms.
Being vulnerable.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that means making a lot of wrong choices and then picking yourself back up, saying you're sorry, and dusting yourself off.
Yeah. How do you feel about Mother's Day?
Mother's Day is on the horizon, everybody. How do I feel about Mother's Day? I do appreciate that there is a day devoted to being a mom.
It's always a shit show. If you are a mom and if you've had the world's most perfect Mother's Day, can you leave it in a comment below so that we can be super happy for you and claps and
cartwheels?
Yeah. Oh, no, don't. We'll get dizzy.
So also, Mother's Day brings up a lot of things for a lot of people.
I know.
We've got people who have lost their mothers, who maybe didn't know their mothers, who have lost children and no longer a mother, or who have gone through, miscarriages or infertility. You have bad relationships with moms. Like, it's kind of a bold move to make a holiday out of it.
Agreed. Like, I love my mom. I do not like Mother's Day. I don't at all.
That's okay. I don't.
And now after you just said that, I now actually hate Mother's Day.
I tried to tell her not to use the word hate. Don't say you hate it. People won't like that.
So now you're afraid of judging. You are afraid that I'm going to get judged of the hate.
I am, but I'm gonna fight them off. I do not hate Mother's Day.
Okay.
However, I do see that there is a lot of expectations put on the day. There is a lot of pressure there, not only for children, for adult children, parents, moms, spouses, family members, because then there's the expectation of, is this about me as a mom?
Mm-hmm.
Or is this about
your mom?
You having a mom?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it about your mom?
Your husband's mom?
Yeah. Your mother-in-law. You can't do it all in one day.
Yeah.
And then if I was to choose, like, how would I want to spend a day that was dedicated to me? I might just like to crawl on my couch and read a book.
Be alone?
I wasn't going to say it, Lauren, but you did.
Is that the truth? Would you prefer just to be alone?
All moms out to a spa day? Like, do we really have to attend brunch? Do we have to cook? Do we have to do all the things that moms do every other freaking day?
That's what I'm saying.
These hosts?
It seems like you don't really, it seems like you might HAT Mother's Day as well, Courtney. Just saying.
I guess it's just I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm confused about what this really is. What are we really dealing with here?
I'm not sure.
Is it like are we Santas on Christmas? Is this a celebration of just mothers across the world? Do you have to reach out to every single friend and wish them happy Mother's Day?
That's what I did.
Or your aunt or your cousin?
I did that one Mother's Day like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh my God, I've been on my phone the entire day. Just like, happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. I'm like, this was not.
It's not about you.
Well, no, like I was like, this is not how I should be spending my day.
Right.
On my phone.
Well, I think that everybody out there, as we approach Mother's Day, I would like you to ask yourself a question. I would like you to say to yourself, what do I want today? This is supposed to be Mother's Day. I'm a mom. What would I like out of this day? And then you know what you got to go.
You got to communicate it.
You got to go tell your people what you want.
Yeah.
They may or may not offer it up. They might not give it to you, but at least you have set your expectations. I think that's what's so tough about Mother's Day.
I tried that, Courtney. I said, I want a Stanley Cup. I said, for Mother's Day, I want a Stanley Cup.
Okay, you were clear.
Not the hockey trophy, an actual cup.
Okay.
Okay, made by Stanley, the old tool company. I got a Yeti. It had a screw cap top on it. I didn't want that. I just wanted a straw.
And what they say when you said, hey, ask for a Stanley Cup?
My kids were all like, see, Dad, told you. He was like, but Stanley spill. I'm just like, hey. So.
Well, I guess the gifts are one thing. What would you like as a gift? But also, how would you like to see the day go?
Yeah. Totally.
You know, do you want to spend it with the entire family? Do you want to spend it with your own mom? Do you want to spend it with just your kids? Now that I'm divorced, I will get my kids on Mother's Day. And it's a little funny. I'm actually going to Nashville for a trip with some other friends. And I fly back Mother's Day morning because I felt like I had to be here on Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. But really, you would have liked to have stayed in Nashville.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. If this day's about me,
it's very confusing.
Why aren't I still at a bar in Nashville?
Basically, we're not providing any answers. We're just providing more questions.
Confusion.
Yeah.
We're starting
a conversation.
Because I think that there's a lot of people who just go about and do what they have to do to please everybody else. I think that's typical, I would say, of a lot of mothers. Mm-hmm. You're pleasers. You're trying to keep the peace and you're trying to please everybody in your family. You're doing it all. I'm just wondering, is that what Mother's Day is for? Can we take a break from doing it all on Mother's Day?
Doesn't seem like it.
The answer is no.
So, now what?
I don't know what to say, honestly. I think that
this
should change.
This is where I look to you for guidance. Carry on.
I think it should change.
Hey, how? I do think what you said, clear communication, very important.
Clear communication.
Taking some time to figure out what do you want, because that's so individual. Everybody wants something different.
And I think getting yourself out of the rat race, okay? Let's take ourselves out of the Instagram-worthy Mother's Day photos. How about we start there?
Okay.
Okay? Not everybody is fucking dressed up in matching outfits.
My kids look homeless until they were able to dress themselves. So
it doesn't matter if it's Easter dinner or it really doesn't. No. Or Mother's Day. My kids are wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, I mean, I was just laughing because my 15-year-old just got her first haircut, like professional haircut, like 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I can't have the matching bonnets. I can't have the
bonnets.
I don't know. I was thinking Easter bonnets.
No.
I can't have the matching dresses.
Yeah, hard. But for some people, then that brings them joy. You know what I mean? For some moms, that brings them joy.
Please let me know who that is.
There are multiple.
Doing it and it bringing you joy are two different things.
Right. Yeah. Yes. That is also the.
Are you doing it because you love that? Okay. I guess they're out there. I would like to get dressed up actually myself.
I would be curious. My friend Danielle, she likes to dress her kids in matching. I don't think she does anymore because they're older, but she liked to do that. And I think she genuinely liked to do that.
Okay. All right. Well, you can do that if it brings you joy. I just don't want anybody to feel the pressure of these picture perfect Mother's Day photos.
Yes.
Because I think that that's hard, especially if you've lost children, if you've lost your mom. My mom won't be here for Mother's Day. So there's, I send her my well wishes. I give her a call and that's the pressure's kind of off for me. Mm-hmm. But I do have friends who have lost their moms and I'm sure that they refocus their energy on other parents and other moms in their life. And I think that that's nice, but that just must be very, very hard for them.
Totally.
On these hard days.
Yeah.
And then the kids. What about the kids? Do you think they're stressed about Mother's Day?
No.
Oh.
No.
Give a crap.
They are not stressed.
No. They make you a cute card.
Maybe.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
They might bring you coffee. My kids are generally pretty sweet on Mother's Day. They really do want to do something small. But when it comes to anything organized, they don't care.
No.
They don't care if we go out for brunch. Actually, they prefer we don't. They don't want to go.
Yeah. No.
Your kids?
No. But my guy is very sweet when it comes to like trying to make things nice. Like he's very sweet. But then the problem is that the kids don't care. He's trying to make it nice, but he's like, you're not my mom. She's your mom. So then they start arguing. Like,
fun times. See, this is what we're saying. Fun times on Mother's Day. Everybody, God, pull it together for your mom. That's what you can do.
Well, I pull it together for my mom.
Yeah, same. Nah, I don't think I'm the best kid for Mother's Day.
You do your best.
I do my best. I don't get to see my mom, and so I'm just like, hey.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day. I send her flowers or something.
That's nice.
But I hope she has a nice day.
I
wish the best for her.
You know what's a good gift? Crystals.
Crystals are a great gift because they don't die.
They don't.
Like flowers, plants, house plants. But those are nice to keep in your house.
They are.
So the kids. Kids, what are you going to do for your moms?
Nobody's listening. Kids aren't listening. I hope not.
No,
this is not for you.
Thinking out loud.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Like, what would I like my kids to do?
Oh, I see. Not fight.
Not fight. Yeah. Just keep it together.
Yeah, that's it. Bare minimum.
Maybe load the dishwasher.
No, because it's going to be all wonky and not like nice and stacked and organized. No.
Give your mom a hug.
Not looking for any chores to get done.
No.
Moms rock that shit. Like, we don't need somebody coming in and fucking all that up, like, for one day. No. Don't fight. That's what they need to do.
No fighting.
Yes. Go to bed when you're supposed to go to bed. 7 p.m.
You mean when you go to bed? Go to bed when you go to bed.
Yeah.
Also,
say dinner's delicious.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Little. Our expectations are actually
very low.
Very low.
Yeah.
Moms don't actually believe there's a lot coming to them. So we don't expect a lot from you guys. You're really fucking lucky. Because everybody expects the world from us.
You think our moms expect little from us? I don't think so.
No, I meant,
No, I know what you're saying, but I was just taking it the flip side around.
no, I think our moms expect a lot too.
I think that this is a very confusing podcast.
I don't care. I think we brought up a lot of good points. Plus, we talked about how hard it is to be a mom. Most people just want to be heard.
Yeah, totally. And, we don't edit our podcast so that everything just comes free flowing. And I was thinking, it's a good thing because I don't even think that this could be edited.
I was thinking how nice it is. Lauren would like a list of questions,
Totally.
somebody to interview.
Yeah, that's what I
Can we
like.
get to the point?
That's what I like.
The point is...
All this ambiguousness.
Well, the point is being a parent and a mom holds a lot of expectations. And rolling into Mother's Day, I would like everybody listening to give themselves a break, cut themselves some slack. Sometimes you can't get that from other people, but there are ways for you to get that for yourself, right? Even if they don't leave you alone on Mother's Day, even if they screw up the lawn work or they don't give you the Stanley Cup, you can take a moment for yourself and say, hold up, I'm taking my own time now.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do on Mother's Day?
Meditate.
Well, yeah, I like to do that. But I'm also going to do some big time gratitude.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great thing to do.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
What I'm going to do? I'm going to sit down and you know what I might even try and do? Man, because they're going to have to say yes because they're not, this is the
You're
only.
going to make your kids do a gratitude journal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
See, we were getting somewhere. It took us 26 minutes, but
It
here
did.
we are.
It did. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to do, and not just like, they can't just say like family, friends. Like we're going to like chat about it.
You're going to chat about it as a family.
Yes.
Sit around a table.
Yes.
That sounds like torture for me.
No, I love that. And they can't say no.
No, they can't. So when we talk about doing gratitude journals, you guys, we don't talk about saying like, I am grateful for
Friends,
family,
you got to dig deep.
food. But nope. Those don't count. You've got to pick the little things.
And you can be thankful for friends. Okay, which friend? Okay, why? Okay, from that why, how does that make you feel? How does that make that person feel? Like kind of like going deeper into the gratitude.
Wow, your kids are going to fucking hate me.
Oh, yeah. It's fine.
See, Lauren,
It'll take like a half hour.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't-
But yeah,
I'm
no,
not
this is.
judging you.
Yes, you are. She's judging me. She's judging me.
It's amazing. I think that's a fantastic idea.
I like to force my kids to do things they don't like to do.
It's a strange quality.
It is.
I mean, besides making them literally picking dinner recipes that she knows they hate, and that brings her joy.
It's so they know who's boss. But yet they're like, hey mom, can you pick me up at 11:30 at night? I'm like, sure, honey. Right there. Like I'll do anything like that. Anything.
What is it with?
It's because I'm a Gemini.
Oh yeah.
It's highs and it's extremes. It's yeses, it's nos. I don't have any middle ground. Middle ground is very hard for me. Black and white. Thank you very much. Gray.
I think I actually live in gray.
You do. Oh yeah. Yes, you do.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know, maybe. No. And I don't like plans. I don't like looking into things too far. Like, I can't tell you what I have tomorrow.
I can tell you what you have tomorrow.
Oh, I do know one thing.
We have a live sale.
Yeah.
Well, you're now people who are listening to this. It's not tomorrow.
No, but I don't like looking ahead. And I think as a parent, I know what I have to do for my kids. If somebody needs to get somewhere. But most of the time, I don't even worry about that anymore. It all works out.
It does. Totally. Oh, yeah. Parents of young kids. In terms of like scheduling and driving places, trying to pre-plan it all out, that doesn't work.
No.
Go day by day. That took me a long time to figure out.
Well, that's because you think you're doing yourself a favor.
And you're not, because everything changes.
Everything goes to shit. Somebody can't find their cleat.
Yep.
Somebody's sick. Your carpool doesn't always work out as planned.
Practice changes.
Locations. So yeah, I just like to look at the day and I think, and you know what I like to do? Ask for help.
Yes.
Parents, ask other moms. We're all out here doing our best. We're scrambling just like the rest of us. You know what I love to do? I love to help other moms.
Yeah, same.
Our friend Megan said the other day, she was like, all of a sudden, her and her husband are both in surgery. They're both doctors. I can't get to the soccer game. I said, no problem. I'm on it.
You're like, no problem. You're in surgery. I shall leave my crystal shop and I shall go.
I'm all over this. They got this. Crystal, stay put. And then the next day she was like, crap, I can't pick them up from school. And I said, and she's like, I'm falling apart. I said, no. I love this. I am going to thrive in this moment. I said, I got you. Mm-hmm. You just need to let them know you got them.
Mm-hmm.
And
totally.
so pick up the slack where another mother is struggling whenever you can. That might be in an airplane, at an airport. Somebody's like, some kid's screaming. I don't know. Take the baby. Smile. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Smile. I was at an airport once and I was doing, I think I was doing a blog post or writing something for Moon and Stone, and I was traveling by myself. And from across the table, I've got, I kind of look fancy because I'm traveling alone, right? So I'm like dressed up. I've like got a computer out.
And because it's you.
I've got a bag. I'm like, la, 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 la. No backpacks, no strollers, no like gunk in my hair.
That means fancy.
Fancy. So I look over at her and the poor thing is like got a 2-year-old and then a baby in the stroller and she's in sweatpants and you can see crusted food like on her sweatshirt. She's trying to drink her coffee and the kid's sitting on the floor. One's in the stroller, holding the bottle, and we lock eyes. And I just smiled like, girl, it gets better. You're gonna get through this. And my heart broke for her because she looked at me like, oh, who are you to look like you've got it all together? I'm like, no, I already did that. Mm-hmm. My kids are older now. You make it through. You get through that stage. But I wanted to give her a big hug.
You will be able to read a book while your kids swim at some point.
Exactly.
It is the truth.
Yes.
It is the truth.
Yeah. You can go on vacation and plan an adult night out without babysitters. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you just leave them at home.
Yeah.
I mean, they might fight and scratch their eyes out, but
that's fine.
Not your problem.
No.
But they just think, if you can help somebody out and you can see somebody through the eyes of a struggling parent or mom this Mother's Day, and offer some gratitude to where you are now and how you've grown, I think that would be really rewarding.
So we did come up with something throughout this podcast.
See?
Yay us!
Yay!
I was like, man, this is going in the shitter real quick.
Don't feel that way at all. You guys, do you think we suck at podcasting?
That's a bold question to ask.
Don't answer that. On Mother's Day, find some gratitude.
Yes.
Reach out your hand. Send love to other moms.
And yourself.
Yes. And ask for what you want.
Yeah. Yep.
It might not be a Stanley Cup you get, but you could get 5 minutes alone.
Yep.
You could get a nap.
Yep.
You could say no to hosting.
Yep.
And then sometimes you end up hosting anyway, so good luck.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you in a couple of weeks.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Peace.